Right now? In 3.
But he's got to give us the count off. If he actually gives us the right one this time, last time he was like, wait.
Now.
Are we live? We're live.
It's streaming started. It was like
Oh, for the Doofy reporting for Doofy. Doofy, Mom said stop sticking your dick in the vacuum. I'm not. I'm cleaning my room.
I'm cleaning my room.
He's running out with the hose in his pants now.
Scary movie, bro.
Doofy, Mom said stop.
It's the OG shit.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm cleaning
my room.
He's running out with the hose in his pants now. Hello. I'm Jason.
I'm Will.
Welcome to the shit show. So we're here to talk this weekend. It's going to be a little bit quick because we're starting a bit late, as I'm sure most of you can tell. So yeah, we're going to talk about when things don't go as planned, how that affects your mental health, and then how you deal with it, kind of like, pertaining to coping strategies. So Will had a bit of a rough day, so he can start us off.
Yeah. So
pertaining to
I had
coping strategies.
it's just been a long week, and I'd been pretty down, so I was waiting for this check so I can just get a little bit caught up. And I woke up and it wasn't there. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just super early, and kept waiting for the next hour, and then I had a lot of shit to do. Ended up getting caught in traffic, and it just felt like a Murphy's Law kind of day. Where just everything was little shit that normally wouldn't bother you, but because shit's out of sync, you're just thrown off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And then at a certain point, I realized, oh shit, I forgot to take my medicine. Little shit that normally wouldn't bother. And so that was just like a shit's out of sync. Okay, you know what I mean? It's like another jab in the side kind of deal, kick me when I'm down. And so when I got to work, I wasn't the only one that was dealing with the issue, but thankfully everything ended up getting resolved later in the day. But it was a stressful day overall, and I was having issues, and had a couple of panic attacks that I had to deal with, and everything ended up getting resolved later in the day. Then I also used my ADHD to kind of snap back out of it by hyper focusing on tasks that I had to do, and that ended up getting me out of the funk that I was in. I was able to actually finish pretty strong for the day. So snap back out of it. I guess the lesson there is just you can sometimes use your weakness as strength to help you get through harder times for the day. So
For sure. That's good. And I mean, back in the day, I know Will used to have a
your weakness is strength.
hairline trigger, and things could, really set him off. So that's quite a bit of growth. I mean, obviously we were younger back then, but we weren't, 12. We were late teens, maturing adults. I mean, we've been friends since 2007, so it's all there in between, but definitely been able to actually see the growth. I mean, obviously we were younger back then. Pretty sweet. Oh, I've got to make sure I have my phone out. Our producer has probably done something crazy with our title from the way he was talking before this. So God only knows what's going on. He's directly telling us to pull it up. So
this is fun.
If there's anything crazy going on in our life right now, it's him, not me.
Title from the way he was talking before this. So God only knows what's going on.
Oh,
He's directly telling us.
someone said, "Will, how's your love life?"
If there's anything crazy going on in our life right now, it's him, not me.
Horrible. Non-existent.
Oh,
What happened to
someone said, "Will, how's your
Kara,
love life?"
Kara, whatever?
I broke things off.
Well, that's good. Most time guys aren't the ones who will take that initial step. So nice. Good for you.
Yeah, I just didn't.
That's good.
I don't know. I
most
just
time guys
felt
aren't
really
the ones
turned off
who will take that initial
Gotcha.
step.
at a certain point.
So
I've been there.
Scheduling conflicts just felt like way too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like a work day for her is basically 24 hours. It's like because she has to sleep too. And it's like after she works 14 fucking hours, like do I really want to like expect her to come over?
Yeah, because even if she
Like
did, she'd just be asleep.
like
the whole
no,
time.
go home, go to sleep. Like the fuck?
Yeah, that's not conducive for any kind of relationship to blossom.
like especially not in the beginning.
Yeah, no, way too early for that.
Yeah, no. In the beginning, you at least want to establish a little bit of consistency, other than maybe once a week. You know?
Yeah.
Because my time is like super limited, so it's like
Yeah.
my availability doesn't change, but like her schedule was all over the place. It changed every week.
Me personally, I
She
would
could
like to
even
see
work
him
like
a
10 days
lot.
in a row.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, me personally, I like to see somebody a lot.
But vice versa.
Once a week, I could never do that ever. It's just
Yeah.
not enough time.
That's just kind of how I felt. I was just like, I don't know if that's gonna work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, because you need time together to build together. So
No, absolutely.
relationships like that to me are on par with long distance relationships. It's doomed to fail unless you guys were together for a very long time and already have all that built. And then life and schedules change to where that has to happen for a while. Those can those can last. But if a relationship you guys barely see each other to begin with, yeah, no, it's automatically doomed, in my opinion, of course. But I definitely get you with the medication thing. I don't. So all my meds except for one I take at night.
Yeah.
Well, actually, one I take twice a day, but the one I take during the day, I do forget that one because forget that one and my Adderall, my ADHD meds,
Yeah.
and that can definitely really throw a kink in your day and how you process the day that you're experiencing in your head.
That was my struggle.
If your mind is going a million miles an hour in a million different directions, you're not going to be able to really handle and absorb outside
it was
influence.
just hard to cope, at first, but yeah. Then I was like, no, just get through it. It's gonna get fixed. Something's gonna happen. And then,
Yeah.
it ended up getting.
I do the same thing. I just switch my ADHD to like super try to focus on my job, and I just I just focus on my computer and let the clock tick away as much as possible. Hopefully, at least.
Yeah, it was the freaking payroll company's fault too. So it was just like it was super. And the worst part was, my boss was stuck at home with food poisoning all day. We had to cancel all of our appointments all day.
Wow. Wow.
So on top of that, she was having to fucking call them. She was like, "I'm gonna fucking raise hell to these people. I'm gonna fucking raise hell to these people." I was like, dude, hopefully they'll have it burned into their memory that that they'll never mess with you again.
Yeah. Why was what was the whole deal?
Hmm?
What was the whole deal? That is it like that because she wasn't there they thought they could slack off or something?
I have no idea. But
That's weird.
it's just they were basically telling her all day, "Oh, it went through, it went through, it went through."
because she wasn't there, they thought they could.
I don't know. It
sabotage
was
something?
strange.
No idea.
But
Damn.
either way, payroll company's fault. Everything got fixed.
That's good. That's all that really matters.
That's what I mean. It ended up being a good day, but it's just.
But it does suck
At
because
first, it
their
felt-
mistake is what's causing you so much stress and anxiety throughout your day.
Yeah, because that's the part that was stressful to me because I knew that it wasn't her fault, and then I found out that she was sick, and I was like, dude, that sucks. Like, what the fuck? This is terrible. Like,
Is what's causing you so much.
Damn.
this sounds like the worst day ever right now.
Yeah.
Stressful to me because I knew that it was like
It's a chain reaction kind of thing.
Oh my god. I know you've been there.
Yeah. So yeah, especially when you're hurting and you really need that check, and you're like, oh,
And you were like, you were relying on it. Like, I
Yeah.
need it on this day. Like,
it astronomically
and it
adds to the
didn't come
pressure.
on that day. And it's like, wait, what the fuck? What do you mean it didn't come?
Yeah. So yeah, especially
Yeah.
when
Damn.
you really need that check. And
Well, I'm glad it worked out, buddy.
You were relying on it.
I
Like,
know,
need it on this
you know,
day.
a lot of times things don't work out and people just get screwed. Like if they, like you had to wait till Monday, they don't, you know what I mean? Like the situations that would put you in, they don't know that. Even if their hands are tied, it's not like, you know, they're involved with you either to care if they could change anything. So I'm glad it worked out.
You know what I mean? Like
A lot of, you know, a lot of congruent situations like that building up is how people who don't cope well or don't have good strategies for it, how that stuff can, you know, snowball and compile and send you down terrible paths. Like there's the dark direction of like addiction. There's like
well or don't have good strategies for
the white one.
how that stuff can.
Oh nope, that's black.
snowball and compile
This one.
and send
This
you
one.
down.
Can you hand it to him, please? No worries.
There's the dark
Good.
direction of like addiction. There's like
Sorry, we are in a house full of people at the moment, but it's fun. It's the hangout house, so you might have to get used to that. But obviously, you can see there's cool stuff here, cool equipment. Like, you know, there's a reason there's cool equipment here. I'm not gonna say why, but anyways, so,
house full of people at the moment.
yeah. So people that don't have those mechanisms
But obviously,
and you know,
here, cool equipment.
alcohol, cocaine, you know, even meth, heroin, pills. A lot of people, that's why, you know, people don't understand how could you ever get hooked on drugs and stuff like that. But we've been friends with enough addicts to like really see how that stuff can start and then just go out of control like a runaway train.
How could you ever get hooked on drugs and
So
stuff like that? But we've been
like
friends with enough addicts.
that's very you know what I mean, like that, like I feel like that's why I just want to say this because people like
And then
they judge addicts a lot and people forget to have that question of
so
what made this happen, how they get here. They just see the junkie, they don't see the kid that person used to be, you know what I mean?
they judge addicts. People forget to have that
But
question.
at the same time, I mean, it's because they didn't have those capabilities for,
They just see the junkie. They don't.
you know, maintaining their mental health, maintaining their way of thinking, just because all it takes is one no out of 1,000. Sorry, all it takes is one yes out of 1,000 no's. You know what I mean?
You know, maintaining their mental.
Somebody could just say no over and over and over again,
thinking.
but at that point in time, they're, you know, they're in a good spot in their life.
Out of 1,000.
But then their pet dies,
Fuck it.
their mom dies, you know, if they get fired from their job all within a few months, and then that same person who's been coming back to ask them, they're like, sure, okay, yeah, just a little bit so I can take the edge off, and it helps, and it gives them that quick little
Their mom dies.
brief glimpse into
Job all within a few months, and then
stress-free Hakuna Matata.
That's when you say they hit the fuck it button.
Yeah. You know, no worries.
Fuck it.
They just don't care about anything. They're just high.
You know, there's
That's
that easy
all
button
they
for
enjoy.
Staples. There's another button.
Yes. So
That's when you say they hit the fuck it button.
yeah.
I don't know.
You know,
My
Yeah,
dad
it's just
always
easy.
told me,
no worries.
whenever you
Don't
say,
care about anything. They're just
fuck it.
They're just high.
whenever you hit that button, he said, I've always fucking regretted it. like, I have always regretted it. Every time.
I don't know. Yeah.
Dad always told me.
That's,
He ain't always wrong. Sometimes it's worked out for me, but not always.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those
Fuck it.
coin toss.
Shit, that didn't work.
It's definitely a coin toss.
It's just one of those things, you know. You have to just assess the risks that are worth taking for yourself.
Yeah, 100%. That's definitely one of those coin toss. People don't. I feel like also people don't get a lot of that
It's just one of those things.
base knowledge of how to like
just assess
deal with that, like deal with like life's issues, because they don't get experience to it, or because they get coddled, or the exact opposite. They grow up in a family where nobody's really caring and affectionate. They don't show any of that kind of stuff. They don't go out and bond and be like, hey buddy, so this is how you should go about this in life, and give them like the talks, because they're so busy with work or whatever. That person definitely isn't going to be, that kid isn't going to be as well prepared as the kid who his dad takes him out on a fishing boat and talks to him for 3 hours about love, life, sex, everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those two people, because of those very different base experiences, are going to change how they absorb and interact with the rest of the world. And people need to be wary of that. They're always worried about kids just repeating bad words, but kids will absorb way more than just the messed up stuff you say. They'll see the actions you do, and you know what I mean, stuff like that. People, a lot of times, I hear people all the time, they're too young to know, they're too young to understand. But even if they don't necessarily understand, they have some kind of subconscious understanding of the situation, period.
Yeah.
Full stop. They're not just completely oblivious. Children are not, they're not stupid. They're human beings that are designed to be absorbing all information all the time to grow and learn. Children's minds are the most malleable, the strongest, you know what I mean, for taking in information. Even if it's subconsciously, they're absorbing every bit of that.
Everything.
And that affects the generation after. And usually it just compiles, because usually if you're that way, your kid will be worse. What does that mean for your grandchildren? Your grandchildren will be worse. And it's a cascade effect. And you know what? I was watching Smosh play a video game. It was called Until Dawn, I think. It was super sick. It's really cool. They have they call everything butterfly effects. There's different like parts in the game where you choose and take different actions, and it affects the whole storyline and everything, which is really cool. But that's a good comparison. It's like the butterfly effect. That one small action or lack thereof can have ripple effects throughout your whole family for generations. And then that's when you get into stuff like generational trauma.
Yeah. No, it's true.
And people forget how hard it is to break away from that, because not only is it your trauma, it is trauma that has been instilled in you through nature and through nurture. So it's much harder for someone to be able to break out of that.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So I don't know if that's why our whole episode's about coping today, because figuring out good coping mechanisms for you. It can be anything from drawing, reading, writing, zoning out, watching TV.
Important to you.
Yeah. And if you don't have anything, find something.
And always maintaining integrity at work, and like to me that's a big deal. Maintaining my integrity at work and making sure I always do my best and put in a high quality product no matter what.
Mm-hmm. I'm the same way.
And that is what came into play today.
I'm the same way, but see, at the same time,
even though I had trouble focusing in the morning, I still managed to pull it together and go, no, I got shit to do. Like, I got to get this done.
That can super backfire though, because like for me, like I always try and go to my job and do the best. But for me, I'm trying to do the best for the people, and technically the people are not the customers. The alarm companies are our customers. So I'm always trying to improve procedures or ways we go about things or say things with customers in mind, but because our company is focused on the actual alarm companies, their focus is more so what's the alarm company's interests, not just this specific, customer or specific demographic of customer or whatever. And that's what causes me to clash at my job and also not be happy and realize that's one of the biggest things that one of the biggest negatives in my life right now that's negatively impacting my mental health. It's not like anybody's like they're not terrible people there or anything like that. It's just the structure. It's just the way things go about. Yeah, things have changed a lot since I started there. So, yeah. But anyways,
I'm sorry, man.
it's all good. But at the same time, I'm the same way. Even if I'm getting in trouble and it makes me butt heads at work, I still always
Hey, as long as you're helping
stick
people,
to my
man,
word.
That's what matters.
And try to help them. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You're sticking to your integrity still. That's what matters.
Yeah. And that's why I left shift 4 too, because they're
not firing you, obviously. So
yeah,
until they do, like, it's whatever.
And they know I'm looking, so it's not like I'm out here spilling secrets.
You're fine, dude.
Man.
But yeah, I'm just dedicated to my work, my boss, like I want to help, I want to help grow that company, and I think it's gonna be cool as shit. Like, it'll be a cool ass experience.
Yeah, working in a law firm.
Yeah,
dude, I've been watching lots of Matlock.
And going to school.
So good. How's going to school again? I've been thinking about doing it.
It's good. I just got to get through this financial aid issue and cashier office issue, and
yeah, I had so much issues with FAFSA and all that stuff.
I just need our tax guy to call me back.
That would help.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's funny. We had a docket, and I'm just trying to remember. I swear we had something else about talking about after substance abuse, like using substance for.
I think
coping.
We're done.
There was something else. I just can't remember what. Dang. Sorry, buddy. Like I said, we're a little bit of a late episode, so it's gonna be short. And as I said before as well, house full of people. It makes it a little more complicated, but we hope everybody's been enjoying it. We'll be back next week, hopefully earlier and definitely longer.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, and we'll make sure to write our docket down again, just to have a physical copy in case we forget the lineup.
Yeah, like,
topics.
share, and subscribe, by the way.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Well, we actually had quite a few viewers, like, pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure everybody who's watching currently and before are all our subscribers already, which we love you and appreciate you. But anybody new, definitely like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, just know Jason has agreed that he will show his boobs in the future.
I will show my boobs 100%. If we get up to 40 views or 10 likes, I'll show my tits.
Let's do it.
Show my tits.
Let's do it. 40 views.
Let's go.
Dude, that's easy.
Well, we'll see.
Well, it should be.
Yeah. See, existence knows what's up. He's ready to go.
40 views and 10 likes. He'll show his boobs.
Yeah, come on. Gotta see.
He'll do a whole show shirtless.
They're nice and they're nice and they're nice and tattooed and. Oh, and if it happens, then I can prepare and I can shave my chest.
Dude, yes. That's dope.
All right.
All right.
10 likes, 40 views. Let's go. See y'all next week. I was Jason.
And I'm Will.
We are the Shit Show. And we'll act like a shit show. Bye. So make sure he's back there to actually turn it off. We could just be hot micing it right now. Say everything.